As I just sat down to film this, because I like never film on YouTube, I realized how fucking hard it is to like be funny on command. Like, what the actual hell? Like, what? Okay, so I am going to be reviewing the, James Charles palette. 1 week late. So the reason this is 1 week late, there is a story. Let's just like go all the way back. Like all the way back. Okay, I'm in the middle of editing this video and I realize how horrible I am at explaining things, and I do not have the time to refilm it and act as if like everything like wasn't fucked up. So I'm just gonna like add in clips of me like how I am right now, like talking about it or fixing what I said. Oh, and preface, I don't have any hate towards James. This is just like me talking about our thing, I guess. I don't know. So James blocked me about 2 years ago. And then I was at some party in LA and I saw him there and I like went up to him and I was like, why the fuck am I blocked? Because I didn't know why I'm blocked. Still don't know why I was blocked, but I was. So I asked him, the way he like looked at me, I knew he knew who I was. So then he's like, oh, okay, I'll unblock you. And I was like, okay, cool. So then like I didn't think anything of it. And then I go back and then like 3 days later he unblocked me. And I was like, okay, well that's sweet. Like that's cool. Time goes by. The palette drops. I'm on Morphe's PR list. They didn't send me it because it was under James's like team. So I'm like, the minute they said like it was James's team in control, I was like, okay, so I'm not getting the palette. And then already on top of this, Morphe like doesn't want it, like they won't post me because of like how my eyebrows are scary and like my eye is like scary. And I don't know, it's that, I don't know. Like I literally know saying this right now was going to get me taken off PR, but like, I care about art, sweetie. I don't care about that shit. James does not like me. I don't know why. He like blatantly ignores me on all platforms. And like I'm not being like, he ignores me. Like he has to know who the fuck I am. I have reasons as to why he like must know who I am. Close with a lot of people around his group. Like I like know, like he knows who I am just because of that. He tweeted something about wanting to like see smaller info. So I replied with some of my makeup looks and that got like 5 or 10K likes on Twitter. And then like it went to the number one comment underneath the tweet. Ignored. Reply like liking or replying to people with like 50 likes. Mine was ignored. So I was like, okay, whatever. And it's just a bunch of random shit that he has just blatantly ignored me for, and I have absolutely no idea why. He's just like, I don't know, like, this is coming from a place of confusion, and I don't know how else to get his attention because he ignores me, and I just want, like, I want to fucking know, like, what is his distaste for me? Like, I want to know. And I expect how this is going to go down is basically what's going to happen is he's going to, like, clap at me and just, like, drag me. Like, that's probably what's going to happen. He's not going to want to talk to me about it. Like, he's just going to, like, drag me, literally. Like, I have no hate towards him at all. He just fucking hates me. Like, it doesn't make any sense. All these beauty gurus literally hate me. Like, I don't know. He just doesn't like me, so here we are. Okay, so here we are with the palette. I overnighted it to my house so I could film with it before I left for my vacation in New Orleans, and I didn't get here in time. So here we are a week later, and I'm gonna actually get into it. So I'm gonna real quick do my base makeup off camera and come right back. Okay, so I just finished my base real quick, and I'm gonna be going into like, I think I'm just gonna do like a fat red smoky eye, like using that red color. Cause like everything else in the palette, like most like companies have already like made good. You know, like most companies, like there's like, you can find a good blue. Like a red, nobody's made a good red. And I don't really care about any of the other colors in the palette. So I'm just gonna use this bright red and do some like smoky eye of some sort with this red. Okay, so I'm just gonna use like my normal brushes or like whatever the ones I have are, because I ordered the brush kit but it's not here yet because like, you know, like fuck UPS, right? Okay, so I'm gonna use that like red shade on my like eyelid. Okay, so I'm just gonna like pack in that red shade like how you would any other color, I guess. I feel like if you want to like actually know how to like use makeup, you can like watch all the other boring tutorials, but like I'm just like explaining if it's like good or not. I don't know. Honestly, I like can't wait to get hives from this, like that one girl. Okay, that Cody Rants girl who like talked about the palette on Twitter, that was the best like clout possibility. Like if there was any way to get every single person who hates James Charles to be a fan of you, like that was it. Like that girl, like she really did the damn thing. Okay, so now I'm gonna be putting that red shade like on the under part. I could be the under part. I mean, I'm so ghetto ill. I mean like the, what the fuck is it called? Oh, bottom lash line. I'm like putting it on my bottom lash line. Okay, so I'm gonna like add a little bit of that black on the outer area. Just because like I like to make my eyes look more like, not vertical, but like almond shape, I would say. Like just like pointy like here and then like length out. I'm so, like, can y'all like tell like I'm not like a YouTube beauty guru? Because like my words aren't right. Just like make it look kind of smoked out. I used some of that like peachy shade right there. I'm so ghetto. Literally, I used some of like that peachy shade right here to like blend out a little bit on the top, but like I didn't do much. Okay, so I'm like using that white shade on my brow bone. I swatched this whenever I got the palette, and it is like the brightest white I've ever fucking used. The only other white that I used is like the Jeffree Star Blood Sugar, because like that's the best white, and they're like pretty much even. They're both like equally as fucking good, like genuinely. The only thing that I like more about like the white in here is that like it's just bigger. So like if I need to put like white powder on my face, if ever I'm like doing a creative like crazy look and like I'm using like a white base, having that big pan and being able to like put my brushes in there is like a lot easier than like having some tiny ass like I'm glad he was like smart enough to like make like the most popular colors that like people use on a daily basis like in like the center option thingy, you know? Okay, so now I'm gonna be using that same red on my other eyeball. Now that I did it over here. My hair looks so gross. So like I said, I'm literally just putting in that red shade some more and just like blending out like I did the other eye. I don't really like to do my eyes like a round shape like I said before. I just like to pull it out around to the area like the end of my brow tail. Like that's usually where I stop. I really don't like to go too past that. Okay, so I'm just like doing the like same red shade on my bottom lash line again. Just like smoking it out like I did on the other eye. I'm like Laura Lee's social blade on my eyes. That was so like last week funny, like that actually wasn't funny anymore. So again, like I said, I'm using that brown and black shade and just placing that on the outer corner and like blending it. Horizontally, that was the word I was looking for. Not vertically, horizontally, like, okay. We love education. And like 9 years of private school, worth it. Okay, so I finished blending out the red part. The whole part, but I'm using this Anastasia, like I think it's A12 brush. It's rubbed off from use. So I'm just like using this and with that black shade and I'm like making my inner corner liner. If you follow me on Instagram, like, you know, I always do like a smoked like inner corner of that and like, you know what I mean. But yeah, I'm drawing that on right now. I was gonna use like a red liner, but I was like, you know what, I really want to feel like my 2012 like Hot Topic vibes. So I'm just doing this. Okay, so I'm gonna pop on my favorite pair of Lily lashes. These are the style Mykonos. Oh, and I have such a bad problem of explaining things so shittily. So if any of my story time about me and James is like botched, I'm so sorry. Like I'll do a voiceover, I'll do something. Like it will be fixed. The right words will be there. Oh my, I'm way too impatient to let mine dry. Like as I'm putting on this one, the other one's like coming off from being like too wet. Oh, and then I'll put them on and then like I'll like not let them dry so then my eye starts watering from the fumes of the lash glue. So now I'm gonna ruin my makeup because I'm too impatient. I'm using this tissue. To like wipe my tears. I'm crying because the pigmentation hurt my eyes. I have hives. Okay, so now that I'm done blending my eyeshadow, I'm gonna put on my bake and then I'm going to go put on my highlighter and I'll be right back and I'll like talk about the palette, I guess. Hold on. Oh my god, I need like lipstick. Okay, I'm gonna use the Jeffree Star Weirdo lipstick. Okay, so I just popped on some highlighter and I did the rest of my like makeup, like my lipstick and shit. But yeah, so the reason I didn't review any of the other colors in the palette was just because like you could just go watch somebody else's stupid tutorial if you want to like see the other colors. But like I only liked red and white and black in the palette and that's what I used. So, and also those are colors that I would use a lot and I knew the orange wouldn't be shitty, so I was like, I don't need to review it. Like, who's gonna fuck up an orange, right? So I keep looking back because the palette's like right here. But yeah, so this palette was actually, like, it's like dope. Like, I fuck with it. I, like, actually fuck with it. He did a really good job with this palette. I mean, like, just, like, all the other basic shit that everybody says about how, like, I don't know, just, like, the organizational skills and, like, I don't know, makeup artist shit. It's a good palette. Like, if you're wanting to start makeup and you want, like, a colorful palette, I would just get this and not fuck with anything else, honestly. Like, if you're, like, just starting, like, this is, this is worth it. Like, actually. Like, if I was just starting, I would buy this palette first if I were doing anything. The formula is actually surprisingly like not Morphe. Like I can tell it's not Morphe because the red in my fucked up Morphe like other palette is not the same thing. So this is actually like dope. I can tell that he tried hard with this, like for real. It would have been cool if they could have made the pink stain less from like how that girl showed. Like the Blood Sugar palette doesn't stain that bad. And like I swatched this on my hand and it's like, you can still kind of see it on my arm, I don't know. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. The original explanation of how me and James's I was gonna say relationship, but like, acknowledgement of each other has gone down. I will make sure to voice over and like make sure it's like not shitty, because like I got a fat feeling that I did not word that right, and like my dyslexia like came. She was like, hello, like like you're not like But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'm aware this is a shitty tutorial. If you think it's a shitty tutorial too, comment down below everything you hated about this. Like, do it. Do it. Like, do it, bitch. Yeah, follow my Instagram. It is Ethan is Supreme. That's where, like, I'm any sort of relevant. My YouTube is so, like, out of, like, not, like, she's just not here. So, yeah. Follow me on Instagram. The rest don't matter. Bye.